Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Now the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So West Virginia's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense.
Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burt. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option, the give.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Did the work himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside, man-to-man. Nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Setting up the screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Backed up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. Puts it out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. The give to the tailback. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. He stopped for a short gain. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his man, it's Jones. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Iowa State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time. And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He uncorks one deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ben. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Dog. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll leave it with him. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's reeled in. It's Burt. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. Line getting set on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Dog. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Touchdown, West Virginia. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The give to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the left side. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got an open man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The sure hands, it's Burt. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Dahl. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dahl. On the move at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. We We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Got a man in the middle. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Finding an escape route. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throwing right. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. It'll be 3rd and long. From From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Turning it on! Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. There's a hit. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think
he'll loft one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Cyclones! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Power football with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Crosses the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff to Jones. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Jones. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The give on the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught over the middle, it's Dahl. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Trying play action. The sure hands, it's Burton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Dahl.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, and put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And off to Jones. There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds a little space. It's a running room. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Somehow fits it into that traffic. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Burt. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Flips it out in the flat. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Burden. Lots of room to run. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
This crowd beside itself, trying to help that defense make a stand on the 2. They want to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. Caught behind the line. It's Dahl. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jones. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime!
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed? They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Come out, they get the throwing touchdown, ends the football game right now. Nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates, I think, the identity of this team. They're going to fight and scratch and claw to the very end to get it done. Great job executing here late in the game to get the win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.